DeSoto High School for game number 2, our Hy-Vee Pepsi game of the week. Here on Spectrum News, it's Piper and DeSoto. And welcome everyone to DeSoto High School. Joe Van Amberg along with the legendary Rick Zeke. And Coach, a big game here tonight. We've got Kansas League Conference implications here in this game. What do you think about this one?
Well, you got two of the better teams in the city. You got two of the top 5 teams in 5A state basketball. You got a great rivalry here. This is what people came to see. You're going to have some big-time athletes that are going to play at the next level, and it's going to be a very, very exciting game.
Well, let's look at our players to watch. First for Piper, Devin Kerr. What an outstanding season he's having.
Well, one thing about Devin Kerr is he's going to fill up the stat sheet. Devin's averaging about 14 points a game, 12 rebounds. He really cleans the glass, 3 steals, 2 blocks. He was an all-conference player last year, made some all-state teams. He's certainly one of the best players in 5A.
And on the other side for DeSoto, the Conference Player of the Year last year, David Coben.
Well, I don't know what else you can say about David Coben. He's carried his team to the state tournament 2 out of the last 3 years. Started as a freshman. Like Coach said, he's a program maker. He's a winner on the floor, off the floor, 20 points a game, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. He's going to really play. He's got to play well for them to play well tonight.
It is Piper and DeSoto getting ready to tip off here on the Hy-Vee Pepsi Game of the Week here on Spectrum News. Coming up next.
Good character, citizenship, sportsmanship. Each of these characteristics are the foundation of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Remember tonight that sportsmanship is good citizenship in action. And now, to honor America, please stand as the Soto Voce performs our national anthem.
Welcome back to DeSoto High School. A nice rendition of the national anthem as we get ready to tip off. And Coach, we've been talking about it. This is such a big game for both of these schools. They've already met once this year, meeting for the second time. And again, conference implications here today. You've got some other teams that are below both of these teams in the conference standings going to be paying attention to this one. This is a big one here. And let's take a look at the starting lineup here for DeSoto.
Well, one of the things about DeSoto, and Coach mentioned that when we talked to him a little bit, they got to come out and come out tight. Can't come out tight early. They got to make sure they can put the ball in the hole. I mean, they took an 8-point loss, and Coach said they really didn't play well. But they gave up 73 points, and he said that's just not like them defensively. So how tough they're going to be able to defend and how they're going to hit shots early.
Let's take a look at Piper. And you see Devin Kerr there, the 6'6" senior. What an impact player he's been. He was our player to watch. But the rest of this lineup's pretty good too, Coach.
Yeah, well, they have 4 guys in double figures. They average 67 points a game. So, Coach, he knows they can score the ball, but he wanted to talk about their defense. Against DeSoto, they gave up over 60 points. So he said, that's what we're going to work on. Both teams have analyzed the film, playing each other 2 weeks ago. Both coaches are going to make some adjustments. I think the first, really, 4 minutes is going to be really important for both teams.
Piper, led by Steve Wallace in his 4th season, a graduate from the University of Kansas. He's also an assistant coach on the KU women's basketball team. First head coaching job is actually Piper, and now he's back, and what a great job he's done.
Absolutely. He left for a while, went to Shawnee Heights. He won a state championship, came back to Piper. He loved the Piper community, well respected throughout the community.
And on the other side, Matt Rice in his 14th year. He was the United Kansas Conference Coach of the Year last year, 14th year as head coach, 22nd year as a teacher here in the school district, graduate from Mid-America Nazarene, and again, another outstanding coach here this evening, Coach.
Well, Coach Rice has done a great job. You look up on the wall and you see 3 of his banners up there from going to the state tournament. He's had great players move to the next level. He thinks this is one of his best teams. He loves coaches this senior class. It's going to be a good one.
Opening tip won by Piper. Lance Walton running point.
DeSoto in a man-to-man half-court defense.
And inside, Thomas with the 2.
Piper's full-court pressure. They like to go full-court pressure and pressure in the backcourt. It's going to be tough to do that with David Coben there.
Coben with the basketball now. Again, the reigning conference player of the year. Max Johnson, guarded by Walton. Lang, Bell, back to Lang.
Really solid defense by the Piper Pirates, helping out in the corner.
And a steal by Jackson. Thomas plays it in.
They have that the ability to run up and down the floor a little bit. That's what we're talking about. They got to stay out of that corners. Penetration, dish. You're going to see a lot of that today. Really excellent by Lance Walton. Excellent point guard. Picks up the loose ball. Pass to the head. And a finish.
DJ Thomas starting out well here, the senior. He's a soccer first guy, but looking like a basketball first guy here in the opening minutes of this one.
Well, at 6'5", he usually don't sit on a soccer field, but Coach said he's a really good athlete, and he's had some 20-point games.
It's DeSoto basketball.
Full court pressure. They really play up the passing lanes. They're face guarding David Coben a little bit. He's going to have to work to get open. He's just not going to be able to run around, I believe, all night long.
Johnson, here's Coben. Lang from the elbow, no. Rebound to Kerr. Moore, Jackson. Moore with the spin, blocked.
Good hands.
Coben the other way, and Coben with the lay-in.
He can do that as well as anybody in the city.
So Coben gets DeSoto on the board. Moore, Walton. This is Jackson. Inside, Kerr gets it to go.
Kerr makes his living scoring in the paint. He keeps the ball above his head. Does an excellent job of finishing. DeSoto cannot let them penetrate the lane.
Johnson. Found Lang. But Thomas gets the basketball, and it's a tie-up. Basketball will stay with DeSoto.
Penetration, stop, good hands. David on the open floor. Like I said, he's as good as anybody finishing. Their defense is going to have to be a big part of their offense today.
Lang.
Good backdoor cut, defended well by Piper.
Coben from the free throw line.
Good curl.
4 points.
Really good execution. They pinned him down from the corner. Excellent pick.
Jackson with the spin. And out of bounds
Turnover.
to DeSoto.
Both coaches emphasize we cannot turn the ball over, and especially turnovers that could lead to easy points. We got two of the really offensive, two of the best offensive teams in 5A basketball. Both of them averaging over 60 points a game, so it'll be interesting which defense is going to try to control the tempo.
Coben with it now. Johnson. Bell. Coben.
Good back cut.
Miller can't get it to fall. Bell.
David's going to reset the offense a little bit. He's going to ask for a pick.
Coben to Lang for 2. Tie game.
If you move, he will find you. He will find you, and that's what a lot of the college coaches love about him. His head's up, and he's really unselfish.
Walton. Kerr. Foul.
Good look.
Count it.
Walton's done that twice. He's really made some really good moves inside. Penetration by Walton with his head up. And there's Kerr down on the block. And then just sheer size. He shoots it over to Soto.
Kerr, a first team all-conference player last year. Talk about his unselfishness, but he can score when they need him to. Gets the free throw to fall. It's a 3-point Piper lead.
He's got an excellent stroke. He can shoot it outside. He makes his money by scoring in the paint. Johnson showing his ball handling skills. When you pick the dribble up against Piper, you better know what you're going to do with it.
Coben
short.
Bell with it.
Keeping it alive.
Johnson inside. No. Coben
Great
with the putback.
He's got that kind of ability. He'll go up over big guys. He'll chase it home. Just a tremendous athlete and a tremendous competitor.
Jackson, deep 3. Rattles out. Bell has it. Miller.
Kick out. They got 3-point shooters all over. Piper does a good job of running to him.
Bell will try the 3. He hits!
This is what Coach Wrights needs. He needs a crowd to get into it, he said.
This crowd is into it right now. It is a 2-point DeSoto lead.
Pick and cross by Piper. They're going inside.
Thomas, another one.
There's not a lot they're going to be able to do about that because of the lack of size, so they're going to have to pressure that basketball, make that pass going into the post a little bit more difficult.
Lang inside, gets it.
Another assist. Lang attacking the bucket. He's an athlete.
Moore nearly lost the handle. Kerr. Thomas. Moore for 2. Short. Rebound Johnson.
Rebound. They're going to have to get the ball up and down, beat him in transition.
Lang.
They're going to look to swing the ball from one side to the other.
Coben, elbow, yes! 4-point DeSoto lead.
That's why he was the MVP last year of the league.
Walton. Coben playing some tight defense. Walton gets by. Inside, Kerr lays it in.
Good ball fake, stayed on his feet.
Miller.
Beating that man. Oh.
And an offensive foul against DeSoto.
Looked like he was clearing out a little bit, trying to go to the corner.
Foul was on Blake Miller.
Hand off to David in the corner, sets a screen. Oh, it was a screen. It was a screen. Yeah, he threw his shoulder into it a little bit. Coach isn't real happy. He said we relies on screens for David, and you're going to see more of them. Hopefully not like that.
So
Piper. He's really trying to post up Kerr. They swing to the other side. Good move. Good
Jackson
move.
with the and one.
His hang time got him that bucket. DeSoto went straight up. Good penetration. He hangs in there. Good move. Good footwork. And finishes up. One thing DeSoto cannot do is get into foul trouble, and Coach said that over and over. He can't get in foul trouble.
Jackson makes the free throw.
Piper's a little deeper than they are.
Lead back to Piper. Final minute 31 of this one is Johnson. Can't get it to fall.
Good move.
Brooks. Moore for two.
Excellent jump stop and the score. Just beat him down the floor there.
Now it's a three-point Piper lead. Johnson.
Again, swing the ball from one side.
Miller, no. Kerr has it.
Kerr just rebounded over it. Just jumped over people.
And Moore draws another foul.
Piper can do is clean the board and take off. That's half their game. Which means to Soto, their defensive transition becomes really important. When you get a player like David Coben, you got to make sure somebody's getting back because he's always going toward the basket. Short.
Moore missing the first one. It's Coben.
David's going to get a little blow probably for the end of the quarter and start back up. That's going to be very important. He stays out of foul trouble and he's rested.
It's Moore, the all-conference player.
Short again. Good rebound by Kerr. That's big. They didn't box him out.
Jackson, Kerr. Inside.
Good ball movement.
Jackson underneath. No, Kerr with the rebound.
Oh,
count it.
Just went up and got it over him and finished. Good penetration again. He just went over and got it, finished it. He's a big, strong kid. And those fouls started adding up for DeSoto in their post position.
Devin Kerr, who's also a football player, an under-recruited star in the area. He makes the free throw.
There's a lot of coaches here tonight, and he's one of the guys they're looking at. He's going to get a little break also.
21-15 is the Piper lead. Final 36 seconds. And two of the top teams in the conference.
Move.
Lang lays it in. Quickly ahead. Brooks, Moore, and Johnson gathers the rebound and is fouled. Fouls on Alamar Brooks.
Well, you're going to have to get back against Piper. And you can talk about it and talk about it, but you're just going to have to full court sprint after your offensive rebounds.
So DeSoto.
One shot here, 13, 12.
It's Lang. Pull up two, missed, kicked out, and it is Piper basketball. So now Piper with 5 seconds will have an opportunity. One more shot before the end of the quarter, up by 4. It's Jackson. Jackson threw it away and out of bounds with 0.7 seconds. Coach, time for a quick catch and shoot?
Well, yeah, usually you work on those in practice. It'll be interesting if they throw it toward the bucket or if they're going to set a pick, roll back, and try to get it to a shooter or just get it in. He squared up.
Johnson almost had it.
He had a good look. That's all you can ask for.
So we've played a quarter, 21-17. It is Piper with the early advantage over DeSoto. Coach, what do you like about what Piper's doing?
Well, Piper's just getting up and down the floor. And then dribble penetration. They really scored a lot of their points in the paint. I don't know if they've hit a jump shot yet. At the other end, DeSoto's probably got to do a better job of stopping that dribble penetration. Coben and DeSoto's hit a few shots in the paint. You know, in the long run, you want to score in the paint rather than outside. And Piper's they're gonna live on that. They're gonna chase it home after their athletic move. And both teams defensively were really good at the half court, but both teams' defensive transition, gave up some of the easy points.
And our Hy-Vee Pepsi Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee and Pepsi. proud to support Greater Kansas City High School athletics. A great crowd on hand. Piper and DeSoto, conference rivals, possible conference championship implications in this one. Some of the other teams in the conference looking at this one to see who's able to kind of pull away, because DeSoto wins this one. We've got an interesting race in the conference.
And Coach Rice said, you know, one thing you could think about, we might face each other again for all the marbles. So these are really, really pressure games, and kids love playing them. In this environment, who wouldn't?
So Piper basketball to begin the second quarter. Brooks.
Little 2-3 zone. Little matchup here. Make him beat you outside.
It's Jackson. Walton. Back to Jackson for three. Hits.
Excellent ball movement.
Tobin back into the game. As Kerr knocked it out of bounds. Stays with DeSoto.
DeSoto's just got to keep moving, and with a point guard like David Coben, he's going to find you. They love the three-point shot and really haven't got a lot up. Piper's really been aware of their shooters and where they're at.
Coben guarded by Walton. A floater inside, and Coben with a quick two.
He must be contained, or it's going to be a long night.
At 39 points in the win against Baser.
When you're one of the all-time leading scorers for the school and the all-time leading assist leaders, you're really good.
Bell picks it off. Oh, and two players gathered it.
Oh, good look.
Lang, the turnaround.
Got
Lang.
it. Really made that play was Shepard. Shepard made that play, kept that ball alive. He didn't give up on it, and he found Lang.
DeSoto faithful trying to help their team on this defensive possession as Brooks.
Good defense by Bell.
Walton.
They're back into the man.
Brooks. Jackson.
They're really doing a good job of helping on the picks.
Thomas. Jackson again.
This is an excellent defensive possession. Piper showing patience here. Straight into Kerr.
And Kerr with the two.
They did a great job of resetting their offense, spreading the floor out a little bit, and go right into the big guy.
5-point lead for Piper. Bell. Maddox Dow. Coben. For two. No. Lang.
Good job by Shepard again.
Shepard fouled, and Shepard will go to the line.
He's given them quality minutes, a lot of energy. He's kept the ball alive, 2-3 rebounds.
That was on DJ Thomas, the senior. That is the first on Thomas.
I mean, Piper averages 67 points. I mean, you're really going to have to slow them down. That's a lot of points. And DeSoto averages 60 points, but they probably do it through the three and through David Coben. So both teams are trying to take away what the other teams do well. Right now, Piper's having a little bit of luck getting it right into the post. There's not a lot DeSoto can do. They're going to have to eventually start fronting him or give him help.
Shepard short on the second. Rebound Thomas. Moore. Brooks. Moore. Inside. Walton for two. The other way, Lang.
Oh, excellent pass. Good hands.
Coben with the intercept, but he's out of bounds.
Really good look down the floor by Coben. Look at the length. Look at the good hands. He runs into his teammate and says, come on, let's go, get in.
6-point Piper lead. Walton. Brooks.
Back into a solid man defense.
Moore on Miller. Kick out. Three-pointer. Got it.
Walton was the all-tournament team last week. Coach said he really played well over the weekend up in Chanute.
Johnson. As Piper has extended their lead.
They really pushed their offense out.
Johnson to the baseline. Bell. Nearly had it knocked away by Thomas. Lang. Inside. Lang fouled, and Lang to the free throw line.
Lane has done a good job. He gets it and goes straight to the rack. There's not a lot of angles. He just gets there. Excellent football player, excellent athlete. Swing the ball. Lang makes a good drive. Good ball fake. Score it. Foul.
That was on DJ Thomas's second. As Lang makes the first one. Second team all-conference player last year. Was a wingback on their football team as well. So a dual sport athlete.
Yeah, and he's one of the best receivers in the city. He spends a lot of time in the gym also. You can see he's got a good stroke on him. Second leading scorer.
So the Piper lead is 7. Moore. Jackson. Walton.
Good
Moore.
ball movement, swinging side to side.
Three-pointer from Jackson, and he connects.
Those are big. Good ball movement. Soto did a good job of defending, stopping penetration, the kick out. Sometimes it's just good offense.
Coben blocked by Kerr. Walton to Brooks, lays it in.
Transition points.
And
It
Piper
started with a block.
inside, and a steal by Kerr. Walton saves it. Jackson, deep three, short. Comes Johnson.
The pace is hectic right now, Joe. That's
A
count.
foul and count the bucket as well.
That's going to count. See if he gets it before it hits a glass. No, it hits a glass. That's going to count. Should. The pace is hectic right now, and DeSoto's not backing down.
So they're saying 2 shots. And now the officials are going to talk it over again. DeSoto fans not happy about that call. So 2 shots.
Wow. Oh, that's definite. That is a definite goaltending. That's not even close. I'd be upset if I was Coach Rice too. It's a good move. It's one of the first times they beat him down the floor. They got to get 2 instead of a possible 3.
Johnson able to make the second one. So now Piper basketball up 36-25. Moore, Brooks.
Piper does a good job of swinging from side to side, pick across, pick for the picker. Pop Walton up front.
And Kerr rolls out. Moore gets the putback.
He just went up and got it, took it away from him.
Coben pushing the floor to Johnson.
Good move.
Miller, no! Can't believe it. Coben with the intercept. Coben to Lang. No!
Great pass, just a miss. Now they go down on their end.
Brooks lays it in.
The pace is hectic. DeSoto has not slowed them down at all. Coach Rice with a timeout.
Timeout as Piper has built a 15-point lead here with 2:10 left in the second quarter.
The lack of the ability for DeSoto to finish at the rim right now is the key. Piper's size is hurting them on both ends of the floor. and finish it, and then go all the way down, head up. We got a steal, we got a miss, and then you turn it back around. A basket good, running up and down the floor. Looks a little bit like a PE class at times, Coach.
Yeah, that felt like the speed it was actually going at here.
Well, they got four scores in double digits, so they share the ball well, and they can all put up big numbers. Like Coach said, numerous players have scored over 25 points.
Johnson will go to the free throw line once again to shoot a couple.
Nah, DeSoto needs those. Those are really good moves. They got to finish at the rim.
Max Johnson back to the line. One of the great shooters on this team, starting to find his way offensively for DeSoto. Makes the first free throw.
Brother of Trent Johnson, a really good player, graduated a few years ago, playing at the next level. Shoots 35% of the three-point line.
Officials again talking something over, and we'll go to the scorer's table. Johnson with one more free throw. Lead is 13.
These last 2 minutes are really important for DeSoto.
Moore guarded by Johnson. Walton. Jackson.
Swinging the ball the other side. They do a good job.
Walton inside, doesn't go. Lang with the save. Bell.
Beat him down the floor again.
A lay-in to make it 11.
When they do a good job on the boards, they're beating Piper down the floor simply because Piper, they crush all 5 guys to the goal.
Jackson. Guarded by Lang. Here's Walton. Three-pointer from Moore. No. Tobin. Bell.
Again, they're showing patience. Swing that ball side to side.
Loose ball. Moore able to get it. Kerr. And a whistle for traveling. Coach Wallace is beside himself.
He's not real happy with that. Let's look at the scramble here. Laying a little bit loose with the basketball. There's a scramble for the ball. Yeah, I think I'd be upset at that one too. Kids are just going after the ball. I don't think he established any type of pivot foot.
Tobin for three. No.
They needed that one. Now they got to get back.
So here comes Brooks. Brooks. Kerr couldn't get the dunk.
There's a run out.
Tobin.
Count it.
And one.
It starts with rebounding the basketball, throwing ahead. He misses the dunk. They throw the ball ahead. They do a good job of throwing ahead, and watch David Coben finish.
So now Coben back to the free throw line. Got a little bit of moisture on the court.
Both coaches are really on the officials right now. Some big calls the last few possessions. DeSoto's really cut that lead. They were down 15 the last time out. Good timeout by Coach. Big cut to 8 here.
Coben connects. And a substitution. It's Miller back into the game.
Pipers went through a handful of possessions, and Kerr's not touched the ball. And I think that has a lot to do with their lack of scoring. They were a perimeter team only. Looks like they're going to run a set and try to get it to him, I imagine. Steal.
Bell, one-on-one, the step, the lay-in.
Good jump stop. Excellent jump stop. Defender leaves her feet.
Moore. Here's Kerr. Brooks drives, and a foul before the shot with 4 seconds.
It'll be on the floor. That's just their second team foul. Steal. Here comes Bell down. Great jump stop. Fundamentally sound. Defender leaves her feet, and he finishes it.
So Piper to inbound. There's Brooks. Kerr from way outside. Doesn't go. And that's the end of the first half. A wild ending as DeSoto down by 15. They cut it to 6. Wow.
In the last 2 minutes, they simply outplayed them, played smarter than Piper in the last 2 minutes, and got themselves right back into the game.
Well, an explosive first half, a lot of great plays. We saw great plays by some of the star players for both teams. And let's go down to Dion, who's got Coach.
Here with Coach Wallace, and a little frenetic there at the end of that quarter. They kind of cut into your lead, but what do you like that you've seen so far this half?
I think our defensive pressure, getting in passing lanes, getting deflections, those have been good things for us so far, and being able to get out in transition. We just we got to make good decisions with the ball when we get in transition and finish our layups when we get the chance.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
That is Coach Wallace, and they built a big lead. A lot to be happy about there. As we will go ahead and step aside here. We'll be back for the second half here on the Hy-Vee Pepsi Game of the Week here on Spectrum News. It's 40-34 Piper. It is halftime. Piper leads DeSoto 40-34. And it was all Piper early. DeSoto making a run, though, in the last 2 minutes of that first half to get it from double digits to 6 points. And what a wild first half. We saw a lot of back and forth. It got really fast there for a while, too.
Well, the pace is hectic. Both teams are trying to get it and go with it on the fast break. Both teams are trying to finish at the rim with athleticism and size. We're going to see this in the whole second half. This is just the way that both these teams played. Both of them are in the 30s and 40s, and you can see why they average 70 points a game. And the team that's going to get some defensive stops and to get back on defensive transition is probably going to come out on top.
Yeah. Well, and earlier they did the winter court dance, and guess who our king and queen are? How about this? Coben, and how about Connolly? What a night for her.
What a night. And she knocks down the threes, got a big smile on her face.
And let's go down to Dion, who may have another interview with a special person.
Here with Violet Connolly. Well, you had 23 in the win early on. Now you're is it the winter ball? Is it? What are you, the queen of what now?
I guess, yeah, snowball. We got to dance tomorrow.
How fun has this night been for you?
It's been a lot of fun. I love the crowd. I like my teammates. They're all amazing. I love them.
But did you think you were going to score one, score 23 points, and two, did you go name the queen?
Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't think I'd win, but I
40-34, the halftime lead for Piper. Again, just an outstanding first half, both for Piper and for DeSoto coming on late. Two of the top teams in the conference facing off here for the second time this season. Conference championship implications. You've got sub-state implications. Just a lot on the line here tonight. Let's take a look at the Hy-Vee Pepsi highlights, and let's start off with Devin Kerr.
Well, when they got the ball into Devin Kerr early, it was pretty easy for him. Just jumped over the top of him at 6'6". Great penetration from Waltons, and he finishes up 2 or 3 times with chased home the three-pointer. They were really patient on offense. They ran a couple sets to him. I mean, their best player showed up in the first half, that's for sure.
On the other side, David Coben, what a first half.
Well, he's consistent. He's just an excellent high school basketball player. He had some jump shots, penetrated. He looks up and down the floor. He might have missed one or two jump shots, and he's going to have to just take the game over. And Coach was worried about that in the second half. We got to get in position. Coach Wall said that we can't let David Coben take over the game because he's been doing it in their league. So we got a great half here.
Well, let's take a look at our Hy-Vee Pepsi first half stats. Everybody's shooting the ball well, Coach.
Well, look at that, 65%, 50, and a lot of those are layups off the transition. Rebounds they're very tight. Turnovers, they didn't really turn it over. Points off that, but points in the paint. I think DeSoto's probably scored their 10 points in the last 2 minutes in the paint. So that turned the tide a little bit and made this a basketball game for sure.
Well, Coach, what adjustments do you think for both teams here in the second half?
Well, I think especially Piper, I think they need to get back offensively to get the ball inside. Like David Kerr, they didn't do a good job of that the last 3 minutes because they're playing good defense, and then get back on defense. Now, DeSoto has just got to continually stop dribble penetration, and they have to get back. Turnovers are becoming points for Piper. Get back, find their players, contain their players, and let them get one shot. The second and third shot is going to hurt him.
So you see Devin Kerr getting loose, and we'll see what kind of a half that he has. Again, one of the star players, a first-team all-conference player. And will probably be a focal point. We were talking off air, what's Coach going to talk about at halftime? And you talked a little bit about got to get the ball to Kerr.
Yeah, I think he made a big run, and then they didn't get him the ball. And he scored there late, but I'm sure the coach is going to say we run sets, and we just got to make sure that we can play through it. That's what we got to do is just play through it.
Well, let's go down to Dion Clisso, talk to Coach Rice.
Yeah, I caught up with Coach Rice at halftime, and he said, they started getting some stops defensively, and that's what they need to do to keep things going in the right direction. He said if they can keep doing that, they can make this a game. And by the way, I went to both proms and homecoming every year with a date.
As we get ready for the start of the third quarter, and Piper with a strong start, and this one to Soto with a run late in the first half.
A coach has got to come out there and say, hey, we proved to ourselves right now we can play with them. We outplayed them the last 2 minutes. We just got to keep it going, let the crowd get into it. We just play with confidence, have some fun, and go get them.
But Johnson will run point for DeSoto to begin this third quarter. And down by 6. Inside, Kerr with the steal.
Try to get a cheap one on the back door there. Good awareness by Kerr in the paint.
It's now Piper with Jackson.
They're going back to their sets a little bit.
Moore.
Straight post up. We talked about that. They're going to play through him.
Thomas.
Good hands by Lane.
Thomas able to get it back. Jackson. Guarded by Lang. Moore.
Good hands by Coben.
Johnson pushes the floor for DeSoto. Lang. Left wide open and hits it.
But you get things like that when you have three-point shooters. They all jumped out to the three-point line and left a direct route to the basket. We got a game. It's a 4-point game now. We were talking about a 15-point game just not too long ago.
Walton drives to
dish.
Kerr for 2.
Good dish. Excellent move.
Johnson. Miller. Johnson again. Elbow.
Open for a look. He can shoot it.
Lead back to 4.
Piper got lost a little bit on that pick.
Now Piper with it again. Jackson guarded by Lang.
Guard-to-guard pick.
Walton, contested 3 doesn't go. Thomas blocked, but a foul. Foul is on Miller.
The loose ball the air ball just became a loose ball. And he just went up and got it. DJ Thomas just went up and got it. Johnson was boxing out. He just went up and got it and chased it home for a foul.
Thomas, who had such a strong start this game, makes the first one. That, by the way, is the third foul on Blake Miller. Thomas with 7 points.
Yeah, he averages 8 points a game and 5 rebounds. Again, like Coach said, he 50-some-odd% from the field goal percentage. He's a good player.
Hits the free throw, the lead back to 6. Lang. For 2.
They put Kerr on Lang. That was one adjustment you've seen.
Coben doesn't go. Out of bounds. To DeSoto.
Good penetration, just didn't get finished by size or by the size. It looks like one of the first adjustments is that Devin Kerr is going to take on Lang here. Looks like more of the second half.
Bell. This is Lang. And guarded by Kerr.
He's going to give him some room and make him shoot outside.
Johnson. Three-pointer.
Got it.
Bell! One possession game.
Penetration and a kick.
Jackson. On Johnson. Walton for 3. Answers.
Got it. That's big. That's a big shot. He moved out from the baseline, came all the way up. His defender helped, and he kicked it out and he scores it.
It's Dow. Johnson. Bell.
Good kick out. He wanted that 3 there.
Lang.
Great ball movement. Ball moving side to side, getting all 5 guys involved. Piper stepping out the defense.
Dow. And a foul. As Thomas also hit the deck hard. That was on P.J. Moore, his first.
DeSoto taking the ball out of bounds. Piper's got to find their man.
Lang with the basketball. DeSoto down by 2 possessions. Dow.
Double
Coben.
pick up at the top.
Coben foul.
They ran Coben around a stagger a little bit, tried to get him a look and some momentum. Going downhill to the basket.
That is the second foul now on P.J. Moore. He's picked up 2 quick fouls. Lang. Bell. Coben. Coben fouled again.
Yeah.
Is this the third on Moore? Three quick fouls on P.J. Moore.
And that changes the game a little bit. He tried to step out, got himself caught, and just falls over him. That's his third.
So Moore is out, and Alamar Brooks, the sophomore, in for him.
And they got 3 team fouls with 4 minutes to play. That new rule really comes in play here a little bit. They got to watch how they're reaching.
5 team
Good
fouls.
post up, good post up.
Coben can't get it to fall. Kerr with the rebound. And yeah, 5 team fouls, and you're shooting the double bonus for the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, and they're excellent free throw shooters.
Got by Brooks to keep that from going out of bounds. Jackson, wide open. Brooks lays it in.
Good luck.
Now Piper extending that lead once again. It was 1 possession just a few moments ago. Lang.
Piper could really put a spurt on you quickly.
Johnson, tough take.
Good baseline move.
Now Piper basketball. Lead is 6. Jackson on Bell, the spin. Kerr with the hesitation.
Good offensive basketball.
Coben inside.
Got it.
What a layup.
Stop and go move, crossover. Good finish.
Kerr lays it in. Looked like he may have tried for the dunk.
They got to get back defensively and make them earn them. Too many easy ones for the Piper Pirates.
Bell. Coben. This is Dow. Coben.
You got to keep some offensive movement.
Lang.
Lang, good. If you move, he will get you the ball. Good cut by Lang. David Coben finds him. Easy two.
Walton. Kerr. Jackson.
Did a good job switching that up.
Jackson, no. Kerr with the offensive rebound.
Rebound. Kick
Thomas.
out.
No. Jackson. Kerr to
Kick
Brooks. Off, and Coben has it.
Good box out. Big possession here.
Coben drives, and a foul called.
Got him on the floor. On the floor. Piper with two good looks there and just didn't get it to fall.
Foul was on DJ Thomas, and now he has 3 fouls.
DeSoto's really establishing themselves defensively and forcing Piper to play a lot of one-on-one basketball.
Dow. Coben. Floater off. Kerr has it, and here comes Piper with Jackson.
Well, and you can see DeSoto getting back on their defensive transition, which makes it key, and it turns into a half-court game in which DeSoto can defend them.
Walton. Jackson 3. Jackson hits.
Another assist from Lance Walton.
And a timeout, Coach Wallace.
Piper has that ability to put 5, 6, 10 points on you. That spurtability is amazing.
Coach in the DeSoto timeout huddle. What are you telling him?
Okay, a kick out here. Walton, great kick out, gets 2 defenders, and he squares up and he knocks it home. That's a practice shot. They practice that every day with their feet set. Piper's bench excited. They know that that's a big, big, big shot.
As we look at the DeSoto timeout huddle, and you have some adjustments that need to be made right now, Coach?
Well, I think they just got to get back to taking good shots. I think Coben forced a couple there. At the same time, they hit a couple of them. Now, keep working hard. It's a game of spurts. We had our spurt. They got theirs. We just need that last spurt. Again, the last minute of this quarter is going to become very, very important. We cut that to 5, or it could be 15 again. This is a big, big, big possession for DeSoto. A stop and a score is going to become important.
So DeSoto basketball out of the timeout. Minute 15 remaining in this third quarter. David Coben will bring up the basketball.
DeSoto really didn't take advantage of those fouls those last 3 minutes. They really shot the ball from the perimeter, didn't get on the free throw line.
Inside, a block by Kerr.
They got numbers again. Oh, beautiful pass.
Brooks lays it in.
They can do that to you. You got to make sure somebody's getting back.
Lang. Final 45 seconds of the third quarter. Here's Dow.
He walked.
Traveling violation, back to Piper.
Really need to D up here. DeSoto just needs to keep their poise right now. Again, you can't get an 11-point basket right now. You got to stop and then work on offense when you're on offense. Right now, you got to work on the D. A 3.
Pointer from Roth, no. Coben.
Probably not the shot Coach Wallace wanted to see.
Miller lays it in. Ten seconds. Jackson.
You're going to spread the floor, pick up top.
And a carry with 2 seconds against Jackson. So DeSoto will have a chance at a final shot. But Coben at the buzzer, no. 58-49 is the Piper lead after 3. A good one here as Piper able to get that lead back in the third quarter, Coach.
Again, it's a game of spurts. They went on a 6-0 run. DeSoto just got 4 points here in a row off a couple of Piper turnovers. It's going to be who's got the basketball IQ to finish us off. Do we push the pedal and go for a fast break? Do we use the clock a little bit? How many team fouls? What's my role? I don't think Coach was real happy with that shot right there. And just play within yourself going down the stretch.
Well, let's take a look at our Hy-Vee Pepsi score by quarters. It's been tight the entire way.
Well, absolutely. You take away the 2 minutes of the second quarter. I mean, Piper might have been up by 20. You got to give credit to DeSoto. They're not going away. They are not going away, and this crowd's going to make sure they keep it there. And again, Piper must have some discipline on the offensive end, the defensive end. Make sure they earn it. Don't put them on the free throw line. So you got these next 3 minutes, 4 minutes is going to have a lot to do with what kind of game we're going to have down the stretch.
Start of the fourth quarter. Piper and DeSoto in front of a great crowd here at DeSoto High School. Piper with the basketball.
First time they went 1-4 low, they're going to pop it up. They went for a back door with Kerr there.
Brooks, Thomas, Coben with the steal.
Coben.
Coben, 1-on-2, lays it in.
He knows how to play. He's a player. He's not going away. I can guarantee if David Coben's going to be on the floor, they're going to keep battling.
Jackson spins. No, Brooks can't get it to fall. Johnson. Soto a chance to go on another run here to start the fourth quarter.
Kind of spreading them out a little bit. Johnson's asking for a pick up top. Make sure they try to play with the pick and roll.
Coben. Screen from Ogden.
Oh, he dribbles through it.
Coben!
Dribbles through, finishes strong at the goal.
The lead is now 5.
5 seconds.
Second violation back to DeSoto.
Remember what we said, those first 3 or 4 minutes. Piper's turned it over. Here we go again. They're counting 5. Refs counting right there. Whoa. Their coaches got that call, I think. They were in his ear the whole time. Piper became very stagnant that last 2 possessions there.
Dow. Drive, kick out 3, Miller, no!
Oh man, that would have took the house down.
Moore lost the handle but got it back.
Timeout, Piper.
So Piper calls the timeout with a 5-point lead.
I'm sure Coach Wallace is over there just saying, settle down, just relax. We're winning. We don't have to do things we haven't done the whole game. Just let our talent take over. Be smart. Just some of their decisions haven't been real good. And they got to remember who's at the post. Be patient enough to get the ball into Kerr.
Yeah, Coach, it seems like Piper's best success is when they are getting the ball to Kerr.
Absolutely. And looks like their perimeter guys played one-on-one a couple times and only one guy touched the ball. And that's really not good offensive basketball.
Well, DeSoto fighting their way back here in the fourth quarter after cutting the lead down to 1 possession in that previous quarter.
That would have been a monster 3 if Johnson would have hit that in that corner.
So Piper basketball out of the timeout. Walton, Kerr. Jackson will set it up. Moore.
Kerr on the cut.
Walton. Baseline. Stepped on the baseline. Turnover back to DeSoto.
Great angle by the defender from DeSoto. Cut him off there, and it was at his angle. Here we go again. He cuts him off. He steps on the out-of-bounds line. I think he wanted to try to get it to Kerr. With good weak side help, it became tough.
There's Miller. Coben. Dow. Coben again.
Dow can shoot it. That's why they had to step out on him.
Miller open.
Oh, he
Coben.
didn't take it.
Step. Kerr takes it away. Moore with the lay-in.
That's big. Direct route to the basket.
Miller short on the floater. And out of bounds to DeSoto.
I think David thought he got fouled down there, Cole, in the last possession. Didn't get a call. Ball back to DeSoto right now. This is a big possession, 5 minutes to play.
Bell. Coben. Dow for three.
Shoot it.
No. Jackson has it.
3 Piper boys go up to get the ball. They know how important that rebound is.
Jackson. Got it.
That's big. Got the rebound, took it down himself, and knocks it home. Dribbles down, jumps over. Good jump stop, shoots it, smacked him right in the face. That's a big one. The Piper bench knows it.
Now Derek Jackson, a sophomore, second-team All-Conference last year. Said he's got a chance to be a really special player for Piper.
Absolutely. He's really got a great future.
Coben taking the miss down the floor. Lang.
Gets into a lot of traffic.
Johnson, Coben, open three. No. Moore has it.
Oh.
Bell takes it away and lays it in.
Stripped him. That's a big-time strip. That gets a crowd back in it.
Walton, Moore. Kerr. Soto fans trying to get behind their defense.
Coach Wallace wants the guards taking care of it.
Foul on the floor, no shot. Foul's on Dow. That's his first.
Looked like Coach really wanted to spread him out a little bit and wanted Walton to take it to the glass on him. Oh, errant throw.
Oh, and they're going to get Bell for the foul, going for the basketball. But he got a piece of the Piper player as well.
I think he was just hustling to try to go get it. Remember, there is no backcourt there. I didn't know if the Piper player was thinking he was going to have to jump and throw it back, but Bell hits him.
Official wiping up the floor right now. 7-point Piper lead.
Coach Rice and the official doing it all tonight, right there, doing it all, doing extra duty.
Piper won the first game between these two schools back on January 9th, 73-65. Now trying to win one here on the road.
Swinging the ball with Kerr.
Jackson. Walton. Carey.
Got him again. Coach is saying nobody called it on him all year. Keeps putting his hands up in the air. Kid's got to adjust. If he's going to call it, they got to adjust.
So now Coben. Johnson. Bell for three. No. Lang. Lang again.
They don't have to fall in love with the three now. When they penetrate and then kick it out, there's your threes, but they don't have to shoot that three.
Lang again.
Lang's had good luck going to the basket.
Bell. Coben.
Got to keep moving the ball and player movement.
Lang from the elbow, got it.
Big shot. 5-point game.
Final 2:45. Moore inside Thomas.
Beat his man down the lane, giving it up. Good basketball.
Dow drives to the baseline, taken away by Walton. Moore, missed the dunk.
Misses it.
Kerr tried to save it and get a steal, but it's DeSoto basketball. And a timeout.
Coach isn't real happy here. Just said, what are you doing? The game's on the line.
So a timeout for DeSoto. And if this game remains close, sides going back and forth.
Here he comes. It's not a really good decision. He's ahead of everybody. A good pass. He decided early he was going to do it. I don't think the defender didn't touch him. Those seem to come back and haunt you. We're going to have to wait and see, but it would be nice to have those 2 points if you're the Piper Pirates right now.
Well, Piper playing an outstanding game, getting out to those big leads. This DeSoto crowd having some fun, trying to will their team back in this rivalry game, conference game.
Well, this is a really big possession here now for DeSoto. They have the ball out on the side. They're down 7 with a little bit over 2 minutes to play. Foul situation, Piper does not have any fouls. So they're really going to have to, Piper can be real aggressive, is what I'm saying, down the stretch. And they're going to have to rely on their offense, keep moving the ball, and then put the ball, I think, in David's hand and let him play. Let him show why he's the best player in the league.
So DeSoto basketball out of the timeout, 64-57, 2:18 left in this one. Bell to inbound. Coben. Is Dow.
The body on the floor.
Coben somehow keeps it alive and fouled. And there's the first Piper foul of the fourth quarter.
So those fouls don't hurt him right now. There were bodies all over the floor.
Coben to inbound. Johnson, Bell, Dow. Great defense from Moore. Knocks it out of bounds.
All the way in the backcourt.
Johnson. Crossover. And out of bounds. And Piper ball.
He just left the lane when he was penetrating down there.
Coach Rice wanted to know if that was tipped.
He wanted a deflection there.
Jackson, minute 47 left.
Pick across.
Kerr fouled by Dow. That is the fourth team foul, and the next one will put Piper in the double bonus.
The new rule does take effect in a game like this without that one-on-one. That changes your strategy altogether.
Thomas.
Oh,
Jackson.
almost a steal. You got to go to every pass right now, take care of the ball.
Thomas
Got it.
gets the bounce. Big possession here for DeSoto. Inside, Coben. Johnson for three. Yes!
Really big shot there. Crowd's back in it with 1 minute to play.
Moore. Inside, Thomas.
Another easy one.
Final minute. 8-point game. Johnson. Lang. Inside for 2.
Timeout. Timeout to Soto.
2-possession game with 48 seconds left. And Coach, if you're DeSoto, what's the strategy at this point?
Well, the problem is they got 14 fouls. They got to go for a steal quick, but when they do foul, they're going to be shooting 2. So you got to box out on the free throw. You got to know right now who the worst free throw shooter is, who you want to foul. If he gets it in there quickly, you do it. You foul him there, or you probably wait till half court. Give yourself a chance. Remember, they're throwing it in, so you got 5 guys, they got 4. Deny that pass, work it a little bit, and then you almost got to go to work and shoot the quick foul as soon as you can. The easy bucket here, the penetration. They had jumped out, tried to play one of the passing lane, and excellent pass and a score. He dishes it out. Lang goes up, finishes at the goal. Now it's big boy basketball. You get at the goal, you better score it. Game's on the line right now.
48 seconds left, 4th quarter. Piper 68, DeSoto 62.
Now, if you're Piper's coach, you got to find out, you know who your leading free throw shooter is. You want to get him the ball. If you're not a great free throw shooter, you get away.
So Walton.
Throw the ball back to each other.
Jackson with it.
Oh.
44 seconds.
Looked like he carried it there.
Inside Jackson.
Got it.
Count it.
Excellent move, oversized. Looked like he's bringing it up. Looks like he carried it. Oh, he went behind the back. His hand went from the bottom of the ball to the top. Then he says, heck, I might as well go to the basket and shoot it over 2 guys and get fouled. The Piper players on the end of the bench are having a good time. Boy, they're cheering. They want that league championship.
Jackson, big free throw. No. Kerr with the rebound.
That's big. Got to put a body on the big man.
Coben with the foul with 30 seconds left.
Now 2 shots. That's a big part of the new rule.
So now that'll put Lance Walton, the junior.
He just had 28 points last Saturday in the Chinook tournament, so he's playing well.
It's
excellent
the first
form.
Played varsity as a freshman and a sophomore as well. Going for point number 10 here, and more importantly, to make this a 10-point game. Johnson will bring it up, final 30 seconds. All the way and lays it in. Timeout, DeSoto. With 24 seconds left. And Coach, I would assume now you're kind of in a situation where if they get the ball in bounds, you got to foul quickly.
Absolutely. Now you don't have any option. It could be their best shooter, best free throw shooter, or their worst free throw shooter. You know, I was always to a point, you better find out who their worst free throw shooter is. You almost let him be wide open. Their best one, put 2 guys on him and make those guys beat you. But it's an uphill battle from here on out. You got to hope that they miss 2 and you can come down and get something to happen real quick. But great effort by DeSoto. They had their chances. They've had their runs. It's a game. It was a game of spurts, big time. 2 minutes here, 3 minutes here, and when Piper's on, they're awful tough. They're awful tough to beat.
Piper getting outstanding games from multiple players, including Devin Kerr.
That was an awful big offensive rebound there. That's really, really, really big. Piper's got their best free throw shooters in there. This is a new way to get it in bounds. Run everybody like a football route.
And Walton quickly fouled.
Baylor did that a few years ago. Everybody challenged the rule. You can line up everybody outside if you want, inside if you want to, everybody outside if you want to. And they're running football routes and coming back to the ball. It's awful tough to cover.
As we get ready to shoot free throws, 23 seconds left. And Lance Walton back to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious they wanted him to handle the ball.
First one doesn't fall.
DeSoto's they're getting their three-point shooters back in there.
And Walton can make it 9. This free throw.
Coach Wallace is just telling them, just be smart, stay away from them. You don't want to give up a 4-point play.
It's Johnson with 20, double team. Lang's going to need to shoot it. He does. Won't go. Thomas has the rebound and a quick foul with 13 seconds.
Kerr was floating on down, waiting for his dunk down there.
Now DJ Thomas to the free throw line. Final 13 seconds as Coben looks on over there talking with Coach Rice. And Thomas at the line. First one falls.
They're doing their job on the free throw line, that's for sure.
DJ Thomas, such a strong start to this game. Helped get Piper going in that first quarter. Second one doesn't fall. Lang has it. Final 10 seconds. Coben inside Dow. Over to Johnson. Doesn't get the layup. And Walton has it, and that is going to do it. 74-64 is the final as Piper gets a big win on the road.
Last game it was 73-65, so it played out about the same.
Oh, what a win for the Piper Pirates. Is now, they appear, at least at this point, to be in a good position for a possible conference title later in the season. DeSoto will have a little bit more work to do on the remainder of the schedule. Let's go down to Dion Clisso's got an interview.
All right, down here with Piper senior Devin Kerr. Tell me, in an atmosphere like this, how big is this road win for you guys to get two over them already this season?
It's a big lead for us to get a good position in the state tournament and a big win for us to win conference. A good chance for us to win conference.
Well, tell me this. You guys got out to a big lead. They cut it to 6 at halftime. You did a pretty good job of just keeping them at their distance. How important were those little spurts that you guys would go on when they would cut it down low?
Can you repeat that last part?
I said, how important were the spurts that you guys were able to go on scoring to extend that lead out?
Really important. It's just about us sharing the ball, playing as a team, playing good defense, talking, communication, all of that.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, Coach, a great game, and what did you think about this one?
Well, I think Piper is a total team effort. You can see why 4 guys are averaging double figures. They got a good point guard. They got a big man inside. And they just had too much for DeSoto today. DeSoto just couldn't match up with them. They're as good as any team in the 5A. They could beat anybody on any given day.
Well, Kerr with 21 points, an outstanding evening for him. Add 8 boards to that, and a big celebration there at the end as Piper gets the victory here on the road. We will step aside here on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. We'll be back for some final thoughts. Piper with a 74-64 victory. Coach, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, this is what high school basketball is all about. You got a huge crowd. You got a dance tomorrow. You had parents seeing who was the king and who was the queen, and two of the better teams in 5A basketball. I think Piper showed a little bit more athleticism. They're an excellent team, and DeSoto's an excellent team, and they could face each other again in a regional championship and maybe in a state tournament. It might not be over. It might be round 3 for both of these teams. They're 2 excellent basketball teams.
And 74-64 is the final. Our thank yous to Michelle Magis, Taylor Mapp, and coaches Steve Wallace and Matt Rice. And big thank you to our director-producer Joe Novacek. For Rick Zeke, I'm Joe Van Amberg saying so long. St. Thomas Aquinas in Rockhurst is next Friday. And until then, we'll see you around, everyone. This has been the Hy-Vee Pepsi Game of the Week on Spectrum News.